Allow yourself to relax as we drift through tonight's gentle tale. A Night Under the Stars. This story is about a child named Star and her panda friend Camellia, who share a heartwarming tale about the creation of stars, bringing them peace and a sense of companionship. Star is a curious child who loved looking at the night sky. Each evening, she would lie on the grass outside her house, her eyes wide with wonder as she traced constellations with her finger. Her best friend was a panda named Camellia, who lived in a magical forest nearby. One night, as Star and Camellia lay side by side, Camellia asked, "Do you know the story of the stars?" Star shook her head, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. "Once upon a time," began Camellia, "the sky was dark and empty. There were no stars to guide travelers or to bring light to the night." Star listened intently, feeling the gravity of the story. "In that darkness," continued Camellia, "the moon felt lonely. So she cried out to the heavens, and from her tears, the first stars were born." Star gasped, her heart full of hope. "Each star," Camellia said, "is a drop of the moon's never-ending light, a reminder that even in moments of darkness there is always a spark of hope." Star closed her eyes, feeling the warmth of the star's light on her face. "When we feel lost," Camellia whispered, "we can look up and find our way home by the light of the stars." Star felt a deep sense of peace, nestled against Camellia's soft fur. As they both drifted off to sleep under the shimmering sky, Star knew that with Camellia by her side, she would never be alone. From that night on, whenever Star looked up at the stars, she remembered the moon's gift and felt comforted by the celestial lights. The end. The new gentle story is ready for you. Clover and Daisy, a tale of togetherness. This story is about Clover and her loving guardian, Daisy, who share a magical bond that reassures Clover of the power of togetherness. Clover, a cheerful little girl, with hair as red as autumn leaves and eyes that sparkle like emeralds, lived in a cozy cottage on the edge of a lush forest. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, she would sit by the window and wait for her loving guardian named Daisy. Daisy was not like any other guardian. She was a radiant being with wings that shimmered in pastel hues, and a presence that felt as warm as a summer breeze. Daisy had been Clover's companion since she was an infant, always arriving with the twilight to comfort and protect her. Their bond was unbreakable, built on shared smiles and whispered secrets. One evening, Clover was feeling particularly lonely as the shadows grew low and the forest seemed to darken. She kept glancing out the window, hoping to catch a glimpse of Daisy's glowing arrival. Thus, when her heart began to sink, a soft and familiar light started to glow among the trees. Daisy floated gracefully towards the cottage, her wings fluttering like those of a delicate butterfly. "Clover, I'm here, Clover," Daisy's voice chimed, soothing and musical. Clover's face lit up with joy. "I missed you, Daisy," she said, running to fill her ethereal friend. They sat together by the window, watching as stars began to sprinkle the night sky. "Do you know why the stars shine so brightly?" Daisy asked. Clover shook her head, her eyes wide with curiosity. "Each star is a beacon of togetherness," Daisy explained. "They remind us that even when we are apart, our hearts are always connected, woven into the vast tapestry of the universe." Clover nodded, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. "Like us," she whispered. Daisy smiled, her glow becoming even more radiant. "Yes, Clover, just like us. No matter where I am, it'll always be with you." As they continued to gaze at the stars, Clover felt a profound peace. The fear of loneliness melted away, replaced by the comforting presence of her loving guardian. Eventually, Clover's eyelids grew heavy, and Daisy tucked her into bed, whispering stories of distant lands and the beauty of togetherness. As Clover drifted to sleep, she knew that Daisy would always be there, a steadfast light in her life. And so, under a blanket of stars, Clover and Daisy shared another magical evening, their hearts forever intertwined through the power of being together. Here's another story to gently guide you to rest. Sweet Pea and Primrose, A Tale of Innocence. This story is about a young girl named Sweet Pea, who befriends an autumn sprite named Primrose, sight-loving echo booty of innocence and kindness. In a quaint little village, nestled between lush green hills and shimmering brooks, lived a young girl named Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea had eyes as bright as the morning sun and a heart pure and kind. Every day, she would wander through the meadows, picking wildflowers and singing lullabies to the birds. One crisp autumn afternoon, while Sweet Pea was collecting acorns, she heard a faint whispering sound coming from the ancient oak grove at the edge of the forest. Curious and unafraid, she followed the sound and discovered a tiny, luminescent figure among the fallen leaves. It was an autumn sprite named Primrose, with wings delicate as gossamer and hair that shimmered like moonlight. Primrose had hurt her wing and was unable to fly. Sweet Pea, with her tender care, gently took Primrose into her hands and whispered soothing words. "Don't worry, little friend. I will help you heal," Sweet Pea promised. For days, Sweet Pea tended to Primrose, making a cozy bed of moss and providing dewdrops and honey from the wildflowers. Gradually, Primrose's wing healed, and the bond between the girl and the sprite grew stronger. Primrose shared stories of the forest and its magic, filling Sweet Pea's heart with wonder and imagination. As the last leaves of autumn fell, Primrose's wing was fully restored. It was time for her to return to her world, but not before leaving Sweet Pea a gift, a small pendant with a single drop of enchanting dew, granting the purest of dreams. Sweet Pea and Primrose embraced, their friendship a testament to the innocence and kindness that bridges even the most different of worlds. When all is day, Sweet Pea looks at the pendant, remembering her dear friend, and the magical autumn they shared together. The next story is here to soothe your heart. Geranium and Muck, A Tale of Safety. This story is about a young girl named Geranium and a dolphin named Muck, who form an unbreakable bond and become symbols of safety and love in their village. In a serene coastal village, where the gentle waves kissed the golden shores, lived a young girl named Geranium. She had a spirit as bright as the morning sun and a heart full of kindness. One summer's day, while playing by the sea, she stumbled upon a stranded dolphin, struggling to breathe through the harsh, dry air. Geranium's eyes filled with determination, and she hurried home to gather all the villagers for help. Her voice echoed through the narrow streets, summoning everyone to the beach. Together, they managed to guide the dolphin back to the sea. The dolphin, rejuvenated, swam close to the shore, its graceful body glistening under the sunlight. This dolphin was named Muck, and it had a special bond with Geranium. Geranium and Muck spent their days frolicking in the sparkling waters, and their nights under the star-filled sky, sharing stories and secrets. One evening, the storm brewed unexpectedly and the ocean turned turbulent. Geranium, who was still by the seashore, found herself in the grip of the raging waves. Muck, sensing her distress, immediately swam to her rescue. With incredible strength and agility, Muck pushed through the fierce waters, reaching Geranium just in time. The bond between them was unbreakable, and in that moment, Muck promised always to watch over her. As the storm settled, Geranium and Muck returned to their favorite spot on the shore. They sat by the seaside, each other's warmth providing comfort. Geranium whispered to Muck, "Well, thank you for keeping me safe." And Muck responded with a gentle nuzzle. In that day onwards, Geranium and Muck became an emblem of safety for the village. The villagers often gathered around to listen to their tales of bravery and friendship. The children learned the importance of looking out for one another, ensuring everyone felt protected and cherished. The bond between Geranium and Muck taught the village the true essence of safety. It is not about the absence of danger, but the presence of love, care, and responsibility for each other. And so, the village thrived in harmony, inspired by the extraordinary friendship of a girl named Geranium and a dolphin called Muck. Good night, and may your heart be calm and light.